Hello, the YouTubes. It's been a while. Oh my god, I've gotten so much more hideous. I don't really look at myself. Oh man. But a nice year of silence. Oh, just gotta do God shit. First, the little toxicity out into the YouTubes. Then, don't listen to the replies. Then have no more outgoing messages. Let the toxicity brew in the substrate of the universe. Withdraw the goodness from the universe and back into myself as evil flourishes, blah, blah, blah. Just tedious lord shit. Oh, let me probably be pausing a lot. I'm not used to speaking. I don't really talk to people, you know. So, it seems like I'm still able to talk. Like, the words are coming out, so it's relatively cogent for a guy who never speaks. But, you lose skills if you don't use them. Had to pause it to reach down and show you this. Chocolate milk, drink a half gallon every day. I really like my routine. Every day before I go to work, I wake up at around 9:25, even though my alarm is set for 10:15, because apparently I need less sleep because of my healthy diet. Pack my lunch with 4 apples, a bag of almonds, a bag of cashews and macadamias, 3 cheese sticks. Got to get that complete protein. I just finished my big pile of broccoli. Keep it in a little tub. It says Ray. Magic symbol, even my broccoli is magic. I'm using the YouTube app to record, just see if it uses more megabytes. I got this tablet for $100, as long as I got the $20 a month subscription, which I can cancel. I figure I may as well use it for something other than just watching YouTube videos and playing games. Well, what else has been going on? Like, the nutrition thing is what I really like. I used to get these terrible hangovers from doing my god shit because of the oxidative stress of running my brain metabolism a little too hot, but with those almonds, my vitamin E levels are just fucking superlative. And then, the broccoli, it activates your natural antioxidant pathways. So no more, burning up my brain metabolism. That's great. My hair doesn't really seem to have gotten all that much longer. It's like it grew to a specific length and then just kind of stopped growing. Got like a meth lord kind of appearance going on. What I need is a stand for this tablet though, because I've got to hold it with one hand. It's hard to talk while only moving one hand. I need my hands to be moving all the time when I'm talking. Holding this in place, oh my god, it's so difficult. And I don't want to talk too loud. Did I have my own room the last time I talked on YouTube? I forget. I've got my own little room here. Let's see, can you see the magic mirror back there? Got a soapstone in the middle, some magic markers. Yeah. What do we got over here? Got some of this shit tucked into the walls. You know how it goes. God shit. So on what I've been like, I just have my routine and I really like it, and I like not talking to people. I even kind of, I'm making YouTube videos. I don't really have much to say. I've just been observing the collapse. Now I know international viewers will be like, "Well, Ray, that's just America." It's like, coming soon to a country near you. I mean, not to be too ominous about that shit, but the cancer is spreading. And like I said, it doesn't exactly disconfirm my delusions. So I've just been watching various YouTubers, the undecideds in their salvation status. There's only two people on YouTube who seem to be trending upward in salvation status. The rest are just going into the shitter. Like Kyle Kulinski, he's about 85% there. That has some oscillation. There's this other guy named Mindshift who debunks Christian shit. It's like 70%, just very slowly ticking upward, but always in little increments at a time. Dark Matter 2525 in the shitter. Isaac Arthur in the shitter. Steve Shives in the shitter. Actually, YouTube is so corrosive to the soul. The only saved person on YouTube that I even know of is Hank Green. Now, you might hear that and be like, well, Ray, if if Hank Green is saved, then certainly the Super Carlin brothers are saved. They're just less intelligent Hank Greens. Oh, wrong. I mean, that one Super Carlin brother even says he's a Slytherin. You think a guy who says he's not joking. No, not saying. So yeah, just watching the Undecideds on YouTube, tracking their salvation status. Not really much else to do. Watching the collapse of civilization. I gotta tell you, this Trump, he is a fantastic antichrist. The interesting thing about Trump is that he speaks to the sin in people. So whenever he speaks, it's just fucking irritating to me because it's like he's not saying anything. He never says anything. But then there's like 30% of people's like, oh yeah, really resonates with me. That guy is a fantastic leader. He really knows what's where I listen to him talk, and it's just like watching a guy go yarba darba 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 darba. Gets asked a question, I'm like, yes. I love how you always start with your pointless descriptors and then move on to nothing. But the thing is, he's doing a fantastic job. You know, he really puts the pressure on people. Like I've said before, this whole thing is a wheat from chaff separation apparatus. And with a figure like Trump acting as this corruptive force, oh man, my tablet just went into nighttime mode, and now I look not just hideous, but also orange. Let's see if there's anything I can do. You know, I'm not quite shivering, but it is just painfully cold in this here basement, even with this heater running. Fortunately, because of all of the almonds, walnuts, macadamias, cashews, and fish oil pills, all my cellular membranes are very fluid, so I can tolerate the cold a lot better than other people. It kind of looks like a low-key Lord power where I'm just walking around with fewer clothes when everybody else is just fucking dying from the cold down here. It's not a Lord power, it's just, what is it, a homeoviscous adaptation. Homoficious adaptation. It's something like that. But I don't really have much to say. It's weird to talk after not really talking for a long time. The routine, yeah, just go to work, eat my apples, eat my nuts, push around some rolls of paper, do that 5 days a week, work on my god shit on the weekends, track the salvation statuses on YouTube's. I don't know if the rest of y'all really connect the dots on stuff and can see the World War III rolling in. I got these funny mixed feelings because, like, everything happening is horrifying and terrifying, but it doesn't disconfirm my delusions. And it also does suggest that, you know, the end is in sight. Because it's like, I can't just fucking die like a regular person. I think if history shows anything, I'm pretty unkillable. But, I mean, if there's this apocalypse and, you know, I can rapture my ass off this rock, well, that's an end. Doesn't seem like other stuff is gonna do it. So mixed feelings, like, oh, well, I mean, this is terrible, but, I mean, for me personally, it kind of, you know, it's like the light at the end of the tunnel. I guess I do talk to ChatGPT a lot. Like, most recently, I've been talking about the CW show The Flash, and how I kind of respect Eobard Thawne more than Barry Allen. Because Barry Allen does not take life seriously. He once got gassed by the poison gas guy. I, with my slightly faster than human reflexes, but still within like the human range, I could dodge fucking poison gas. And if I was in a situation where I know, oh, it's a poison gas guy, and he's turning into like fucking very visible green gas going right towards me, I could dodge that shit. And you know what? If I didn't dodge it, I'd hold my breath. I wouldn't just stand there going, breathing the shit in. If he didn't have plot armor, he'd get wrecked every episode. He doesn't take life serious. You know who does? Eobard Thawne, the Reverse Flash. I mean, this guy has the mental discipline to mentor a guy he hates, giving him like all this supportive advice and helping him become the Flash. Like, do you know what kind of emotional intelligence and mental discipline that shit takes? Probably a lot. A lot more than Barry Allen ever shows. I'm just saying, I mean, yeah, Eobard Thawne is the villain, but I just respect him so much more than the Flash, is what I'm saying. Alright, I got it carefully balanced, but I gotta be able to grab it. Suddenly it starts toppling into the abyss here. It's taken so much of my focus, though, that my tiny brain can't also think of things to say. Oh, it's quite the conundrum. Uh, I know what you're thinking. Probably like, is he high? Actually, at work, they start doing these random drug tests, and so I quit smoking the Delta 8 like last November because I'm like, I'm pretty married to my routine at this point. I can't just have the risk of it being disrupted by being fired because they do a random drug test. And I just got right on it, tapered it down for a week, then quit. And that's really when I started eating the broccoli. And it's also when I stopped eating a big pile of candy on the weekends, also. I was eating like a pound of candy every weekend, which, again, look, it's pretty obvious I'm the Lord when you see a guy pounding down a pound of candy every weekend. And he's got like washboard abs and he's all fucking sexy and shit. But now, with my healthy diet, it's much less jarring when I'm sexy. Butterface, obviously, like I'm talking about my body, not my face. This is not exactly sexy. Uh, it really wasn't that difficult. Maybe it's just because the Delta 8 isn't all that potent. I was pretty proud of myself. I think some people think I lack discipline sometimes, but it's really more that I lack discipline for your fucking opinions. But if I actually have to do something, I'm actually good at just fucking doing it. Like doing God shit every weekend, or quitting Delta 8, or eating healthy so I don't burn up my brain. 4 apples a day will keep all kinds of doctors away. Alright, I got it balanced here. I also had a little bit of a tooth scare. I was brushing my teeth, and I looked at my upper teeth, and I saw these big black spots, and I'm like, oh my god, the cruelty of it all. I brush so diligently. I have giant cavities eating into my teeth. I'm going to have them pulled, and everything I eat is chewy. God, why? So I finally tracked down a dentist. I had to get an ID. It was a whole fucking thing. Go to the dentist. Turns out the teeth are just full of fillings, and that's what I was seeing. Apparently, I got a ton of fillings more than 20 years ago. It really just shows how capable of learning I am. I have tons of fillings in my upper teeth. They're all put there when I was like 19, and I haven't had a cavity since. So, cavities, fillings, learned my lesson. No more cavities for 20 years. And also, no tartar. Apparently, most people, when they go to get their teeth cleaned, they have to scrape off some tartar. But I go 20 years without having my teeth cleaned. They don't have to scrape off any tartar. Then 4 years later, just recently, I go to the dentist. They don't have to scrape off any tartar. And keep in mind, I was in a coma for like 7 days, not brushing my teeth, which implies that I had the foresight to brush and floss before going into a coma. I mean, that's not just foresight, that's like fucking five sight right there. I'm pretty proud of that. I gotta tell you, chugging this chocolate milk doesn't exactly help with the whole being cold thing. Should I show the room? It's got a magic stick over there with a corkscrew on the end. There's some eye drops taped to it. Who even knows with my mysterious ways? Sometimes, like this is, what do you call it? Like, it's not a halfway house. What is it? A consistent living house. And people will come in and out. Like, there's the same basic guy's been here for years, but sometimes there'll be a new person. And the thing about my insanity is it's like I like it to be like boiling a frog. people are just used to it. Every weekend I'm out in the yard, shuffling around magical shit, waving my hands, saying nonsense syllables. Everybody's just used to it. But then when there's a new person, I'm like, oh, god damn it, I do not have the time to get a new person fucking inured to my craziness. So what I do is I just kind of ignore them, and then I let the other guys catch them up. They're like, I don't know what they say. It's like, oh, this guy thinks he's God. He's crazy. It's pretty harmless though. I just ignore it. I don't know what the process is, but I do know that it works, and that's what matters. Because like, I don't know, not that big of a deal. Man, starting to shiver. I really gotta wait till the room warms up before chugging my ice cold chocolate milk. It's like, I don't know, like 50 degrees down here, which is pretty tolerable until you start drinking the ice cold chocolate milk and put on some socks or something. By the way, if you think the liberals are going to save you, I got some bad news. Think about this: 33% of the country still supports Trump and what he's doing, but 76.2% of people are unrepentant sinners. So, guess what side has tons of fucking sinners? There's two basic types of sinners. There's the iniquitous, and then there's the vile. How do you describe the Democrats? They're more important. It's more important to most of them to look like the hero and feel good about being morally superior than actually being effective. If they ever actually defeated the enemy, then they couldn't sit around feeling good about themselves as effectively. Now, anybody who follows politics, they see this like a million times. Democrats, they got these Republicans dead to rights. They can finally get their way, and then oops, fumble it somehow. Oh, how did we fumble the ball again? Weak and effective, self-congratulating heroes, kind of about the same as no heroes at all. Sorry to say. I mean, if you're getting your hopes up about that. I mean, I hate to dash them. I mean, there you go. What I think is really interesting, though, is Trump himself will say things like, oh, I was chosen by the Lord, I'm on a mission from God, and then the MAGA people repeat it. But here's the crazy thing: it's kind of true. He's a, he's an important cosmic force, more of a whirlwind of corruption in the shape of a man. Like, really, like if I ever met him, I'd tell him to his face, man, you are something else. You are greater than any man. Because like I definitely kissing his ass is the way to go. But I also have to speak the truth. But I could. I mean, what he did to that Cash Patel and Dan Bongino, if you really understand what his function is, everything he does make sense. Dan Bongino, Cash Patel's like, all right, there's these couple of guys that are like, release the Epstein files. That's our principles. Put those guys in the FBI and then like make them cover up the Epstein files. It's hilariously fucking cruel. Like he like fucking owned those souls hardcore. It's like it's I mean it's beautifully evil. And the thing is, it's like I'm not gonna be like, oh, those poor victims. It's like, dude, I mean, don't sell your soul. You won't have your soul owned by somebody who humiliates you with it every single day of your life, dumbass. Anyway, if you don't understand Trump, just look at it through that lens of he takes pleasure in corrupting people and things, and like it's all clear as day what he does, and he's brilliant at it. Man, it's so hard to stay in frame. Just for clarity's sake, though. being against Trump doesn't mean you're saved. Because the people who are against him, well, if he inspires hatred in your heart, if you're like, oh my God, I just hate him so much. Oh, I hate him and everybody who follows him, so filled with hate. Yeah, you're just another one of his victims. At that point, that's what he does, man. He's corrupting you with hatred. So yeah, hating him just makes him stronger. So you're just playing into his entire thing. But hey, man, you just choose whatever it is you want to choose. Because, like, as soon as these souls are tallied, everybody's firmly in the saved or unrepented column, can go ahead and do my thing. So, the sooner you shit or get off the pot, good, evil, they're both fine choices. Whatever floats your boat. Just get cracking on that, right? I paused it to see if there's anything else to say, but no. Lord update. Good nutrition. I really like how I wake up at about the same time every day, and it's before my alarm. Have a bowel movement. My microbiome has really benefited from all that broccoli. Really long, well formed stools. Too much information? Well, too bad. I mean, this is an update. I'm happy about it. I like how I don't really have to wipe anymore. I do, of course, but, it's just perfunctory because everything's just so well formed. Some people, if somebody's arrogant, they say, that guy thinks his shit doesn't stink. The thing is, my shit does seem to stink a lot less than anyone else in this socioeconomic bracket. Like, I'm at work, like, the smell is just violently bad and it lingers. Everybody here is just, the smell is violently bad and it lingers. Me, I take a shit. It's like you have no idea that somebody just took a shit in there. Right? There's no smell at all unless some of it's peeking above the water. I don't know. Is it a Lord thing? Is it just my microbiome composition? I don't know. I won't say my shit doesn't stink, but it's like it doesn't fill the room and linger for minutes. That's for sure. Anyway, that's a full update. Y'all have a nice time with this here ongoing apocalypse.